In a world drowning in noise, only a rare breed of woman can stand beside a Sigma male without being consumed by his silence. She doesn't chase, she doesn't beg, she doesn't break. She's the calm in his storm, the mirror to his solitude, the only one who can match his unyielding independence. Most men settle for shadows, but the Sigma demands a flame, a woman so unshakable that even his deepest shadows can't dim her light. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we strip away the illusions and uncover the raw truths that define the exceptional, the self-reliant, and the unbreakable. This isn't about fairy tales or fleeting romance. It's about the one woman forged in resilience, sculpted by self-mastery, and tempered with a mind that cuts through chaos like a blade. You're here because you're not like the rest. You're a Sigma, or you're on the path to becoming one, and you know that ordinary won't do. Today we're diving into the essence of the only woman strong enough to walk beside you, not behind you. So sit back, lock in, and let's explore the traits that make her the ultimate match for a man who bows to no one. 1. She operates from a place of unshakable sovereignty. A Sigma male isn't drawn to neediness. He's magnetized by a woman who governs her own life like a sovereign, standing tall amidst a world begging for approval. She doesn't wait for permission to act. Her choices are deliberate, her will ironclad, and her spirit unbound by the whims of others. This isn't arrogance. It's the quiet power of someone who knows her value isn't a negotiation, a truth that echoes the Stoic call to rule one's own soul before all else. When she speaks, her words land like thunder, not because she's loud, but because they're rooted in unshakable conviction. To a Sigma, she's not a clingy vine. She's a fortress, an equal who commands her own domain. Most bend and sway, slaves to the opinions of the crowd, but she stands apart, a strategist who moves with purpose through life's chaos. She doesn't flinch when the storm rages. Her calm is her crown, her center her strength, a living testament to the Stoic art of mastering what lies within her grasp. The Sigma male watches her navigate turmoil with the precision of a chess master, and he nods in silent recognition. Here's a woman who doesn't shatter under pressure. She's not reactive, she's deliberate, her every step a calculated dance that defies the noise. He knows she's rare because she doesn't need him to prop her up. She's already standing. Her sovereignty isn't just independence, it's a refusal to let the world dictate her worth or her path, a principle carved from the Stoic bedrock of self-reliance. She doesn't seek validation because she's already validated herself, her boundaries drawn in steel, her decisions final as a judge's gavel. This is the kind of woman who doesn't orbit others. She's the sun in her own system, pulling the worthy into her gravity. The Sigma male, who thrives on his own terms, sees this and feels a spark of respect ignite into admiration. She's not a damsel or a disciple, she's a queen, and he wouldn't have it any other way. Picture a battlefield where most scramble for scraps of approval. She's the general, unswayed, her eyes fixed on her own horizon. Her emotional state doesn't hinge on applause or affection. It's forged in the crucible of her own discipline, a Stoic resilience that turns weakness into dust. The Sigma male, who spent his life dodging the chains of expectation, finds this magnetic. He doesn't have to carry her, she carries herself. She's not here to please or placate, she's here to live fully and fiercely on her own terms. That's why she's the only one who can stand beside him, because she doesn't need to lean. Their connection isn't built on dependency but on mutual respect, a rare alchemy of two sovereign souls who choose each other, not out of necessity but out of recognition. She doesn't ask him to define her. She's already whole, her life a testament to the Stoic truth that true power begins within. He doesn't want a follower trailing his shadow. He wants a partner who casts her own. Together they're not a crutch but a force, two titans who amplify each other's strength. This is the woman who doesn't just survive a Sigma male, she thrives with him because she's already conquered herself. 2. Her silence is more potent than others' words. While the world screams for attention, she communicates in loaded stillness, a language sharper than any monologue, one the Sigma male decodes instinctively. She doesn't chatter to fill the void, her silence is a statement, a power that says she's present without proving it. This restraint isn't weakness, it's a blade honed by the Stoic wisdom that words are precious, not to be wasted. When she speaks, it's with purpose, each syllable a stone dropped into still water, rippling with intent. The Sigma male who trusts depth over noise, feels this in his bones. She's a rarity he can't ignore. Most mistake silence for fragility, but she wields it like a weapon, cutting through the clamor with a presence that demands no explanation. In confrontations, her quiet unnerves opponents. In intimacy, it draws him closer, revealing more than 1,000 confessions ever could. She listens, observes, absorbs, her mind a fortress of calculation, echoing the Stoic call to understand before acting. The Sigma male, a man of few words himself, respects this restraint. He doesn't need a flood of emotion. He needs a signal worth hearing. Her silence is that signal, clear and commanding. Her stillness isn't passive, it's active, a choice to hold back until the moment demands her voice, a discipline that mirrors the Stoic mastery of impulse. She doesn't react, she reflects, letting the world unfold while she gathers its truths, her response always measured, always lethal in its precision. This is the woman who doesn't spill her soul at every turn. She guards it, revealing only what's earned, a trait the Sigma male reveres. He's tired of the loud and the shallow. Her quiet is a sanctuary, a space where he's understood without explanation. She doesn't need to shout, she's already heard. Imagine her in a room of peacocks, all strutting and squawking. She sits, composed, her silence a gravitational pull that shifts the air. She's not aloof, she's deliberate, her restraint a canvas for the Sigma male to paint his own thoughts, knowing she'll catch every stroke. This potency stems from her refusal to waste breath on the trivial, a Stoic principle of conserving energy for what matters. He doesn't have to sift through noise to find her meaning, it's there, distilled, waiting for him to meet it. That's why her silence binds them, it's a bridge built on trust, not chatter. Together they speak a language the masses can't comprehend, a dialogue of glances and pauses that outshines the loudest declarations. Her silence isn't a void, it's a mirror reflecting his own depth back to him, a Stoic harmony of two souls who don't need to perform. She doesn't demand his attention, she earns it, her quiet strength a magnet he can't resist. In a world obsessed with volume, she's the whisper that roars, the only one who can match his muted intensity. This is the woman he chooses, because she speaks his tongue without saying a word. 3. She views time as a non-renewable resource. Time wasters and energy vampires dissolve under her gaze. She treats time like a king's ransom, a treasure too valuable to squander. She doesn't drift through hours or tolerate the aimless. Every second is a brick in the fortress of her life, laid with intent. The Sigma male, who despises inefficiency, spots this like a hawk. She's not here to hang out or chase fleeting distractions. Her purpose is her compass, guiding her through work, rest, or connection, a Stoic reverence for the finite nature of existence. He aligns with this effortlessly. They don't kill time, they wield it. Most fritter away their days, lost in the haze of the trivial, but she invests hers like a master craftsman, shaping each moment into something enduring. Whether she's honing a skill, deepening a bond, or recharging in solitude, she extracts gold from the mundane, her focus a blade that cuts away excess. This discipline reflects the Stoic truth that time, once gone, is lost forever, a resource to be guarded, not gambled. The Sigma male, who lives with the same precision, sees her as a kindred spirit. Together they're architects of meaning, not victims of drift. Her refusal to waste time isn't cold, it's strategic, a choice to honor her own worth and the worth of those she lets in. She doesn't indulge in endless small talk or dead-end pursuits. Her presence is a privilege, her absence a signal to step up or step out. This clarity, born from the Stoic call to live deliberately, draws the Sigma male like a flame. He doesn't have to wade through fluff to reach her core. She's not scattered, she's centered, her life a testament to the power of intention. He respects her because she respects herself first. Picture her turning down the noise of a crowded room, not out of disdain, but because her time demands more than idle chatter can offer. She's not swayed by guilt trips or pleas for attention. Her clock ticks to her own rhythm, a Stoic rhythm of purpose over popularity. The Sigma male, who guards his solitude like a vault, finds this electrifying. She doesn't cling to his hours, she enhances them. Her efficiency isn't just attractive, it's essential, a shared value that binds them. She's the woman who makes every moment count, and he wouldn't settle for less. Their partnership isn't a time sink, it's a forge where every interaction sharpens them both, a union built on the Stoic principle of living fully in the now. She doesn't demand his every second, she respects his space, knowing their time together is richer when it's chosen, not forced. He doesn't have to babysit her schedule, she's already mastered it, her life a mirror to his own disciplined existence. This is the woman who doesn't just keep up with a Sigma male, she sets the pace because she knows time is the one thing neither of them can reclaim. 4. She doesn't confuse kindness with weakness. Her compassion has teeth, she helps without bowing, gives without breaking, a balance the Sigma male spots from a mile away. She's not a pushover who caves to sob stories. Her kindness is a choice, not a chain, rooted in the stoic virtue of justice over blind generosity. When she extends a hand, it's deliberate, offered to those who've earned it, not those who'd exploit it. The Sigma male, who loathes manipulation, sees this as a beacon. He knows she's not here to be used. She's a rare breed who can care without crumbling. When crossed, her warmth doesn't melt into weakness, it hardens into resolve, a wall of discernment that shuts out the unworthy. She doesn't forgive mindlessly, she weighs actions, not promises, deciding who deserves a second chance and who's done. This isn't cruelty, it's clarity, a stoic refusal to let emotion cloud judgment. The Sigma male, who prizes reason over sentiment, finds this intoxicating. She's not a doormat he has to tiptoe around. She's a woman who stands firm even when it's easier to fold. Her kindness isn't a performance for applause. It's authentic, flowing from a core of strength that doesn't need validation. Most swing between extremes, too soft or too cynical, but she walks the razor's edge, offering grace where it's warranted and steel where it's not. This duality mirrors the stoic call to act with virtue, not for approval, a principle she lives without preaching. The Sigma male doesn't want a saint or a tyrant. He wants a partner who knows the difference. She's that partner, her compassion a shield, not a shackle. Imagine her facing a leech who mistakes her generosity for a free ride. She cuts the cord without a second thought, her smile fading to stone. She's not swayed by guilt or tears. Her boundaries are law, enforced with the quiet certainty of a stoic sage facing fate. The Sigma male watches this and feels a surge of respect. She's not here to play nice, she's here to live true. Her strength doesn't cancel her kindness, it defines it, making her a force he can trust. She's the woman who gives without giving in, and he's drawn to that fire. Their bond thrives on this mutual understanding. Neither bends for the sake of peace, yet both can offer warmth when it's real. She doesn't expect him to coddle her, and he doesn't expect her to crumble under his weight, a stoic harmony of strength and grace. Her kindness is a gift, not a debt, and he values it because it's rare, earned, and never cheap. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not because she's soft but because she's unbreakable. She's his equal, not his burden, and that's why she's the only one. 5. She masters the art of strategic withdrawal. When most panic and chase, she vanishes, not as a ploy but as a recalibration, a move the Sigma male reads like a playbook. She doesn't cling when he steps back, she mirrors his space, her absence a signal of strength, not spite. This isn't a game, it's survival, a stoic retreat to her inner citadel where she regroups and refines. The Sigma male, who craves solitude as much as conquest, gets this instinctively. She's not needy, she's whole. Her withdrawal doesn't push him away, it pulls him in deeper. Most see distance as a wound, rushing to fill it with noise or pleas, but she sees it as a forge, a chance to sharpen her own edges. When he pulls away, she doesn't flood his silence with demands, she dives into her own world, emerging stronger, more grounded. This reflects the stoic wisdom of controlling what's yours and letting the rest unfold, a discipline that keeps her steady. The Sigma male, who hates being smothered, finds this electrifying. She doesn't collapse without him. She thrives, and that's what hooks him. Her strategic retreat isn't cold, it's calculated, a choice to preserve her dignity and his freedom, a balance few can strike. She knows chasing erodes respect, so she steps back, letting him feel the weight of her absence, not her desperation. This aligns with the stoic art of detachment, not indifference but a refusal to let need dictate her moves. The Sigma male, who spent a lifetime dodging leashes, respects this. She's not a weight on his wings. She's a partner who flies solo when it's called for. Picture him pulling back to think, only to find her gone. Not sulking but building, her focus turned inward like a warrior in training. She doesn't beg for his return. She waits, unshaken, her life rolling on without a hitch, a stoic testament to self-sufficiency. The Sigma male feels the shift. He's not dealing with a clinger but a force who matches his rhythm. Her withdrawal isn't a tantrum, it's a power play, one he can't help but admire. She's the woman who doesn't need to hold him to keep him. Their dynamic thrives on this dance of space and reunion, a bond where freedom isn't a threat but a foundation, rooted in the stoic truth that true strength lies in letting go. She doesn't smother him with need, she meets him with choice, her independence a mirror to his own. He doesn't have to fear her collapse, she's already standing ready when he returns. This is the woman who can handle a Sigma male, not by chaining him but by setting him free. She's his match because she masters herself first. 6. She's a judge of character, not appearances. Status symbols and polished facades slide off her like water. She cuts through the glitter to the core with a gaze that could pierce steel. She doesn't swoon for charm or bow to wealth. She tracks patterns, actions, the quiet truths beneath the mask. The Sigma male who sees through people like glass, locks eyes with her and knows she's not fooled by the game. Her judgment is a scalpel, precise and unflinching, a stoic focus on essence over illusion. He respects her because she sees him, not his shadow. Most trip over themselves for the shiny and the loud, seduced by surface sheen, but she's blind to the dazzle, her sights set on durability of character. Does he keep his word when the crowd's gone? Does he honor boundaries without a nudge? She's not swayed by sweet talk. Her measure is action, a principle carved from the Stoic call to value virtue over vanity. The Sigma male who lives authentically or not at all finds this rare. She's not a pawn in the social chess match. She's a queen who plays her own game. Her discernment isn't suspicion. It's wisdom, a filter that sifts gold from gravel, leaving the shallow to flounder in her wake. She doesn't waste time on pretenders. Her energy goes to those who prove their mettle, a choice that echoes the Stoic pursuit of truth over flattery. The Sigma male who's dodged manipulators and posers feels a jolt of recognition. She's not here to manage him, she's here to know him. Her clarity is a lighthouse, guiding him past the reefs of deception. She's the woman who doesn't just see through the noise, she silences it. Imagine her in a room of strutting egos. She doesn't blink, her focus locked on the one who moves with quiet integrity, not the loudest bragger. She's not impressed by titles or toys, she's drawn to the man who stands firm when the lights go out, a stoic reverence for substance over show. The Sigma male watches her dissect the scene and feels a rare trust. She's not swayed by the herd, she's guided by reason. Her judgment isn't harsh, it's fair and he thrives under its weight. She's the woman who spots his worth without a spotlight. Their connection is a meeting of minds, two souls who see the world for what it is, not what it pretends to be, a bond forged in the Stoic fire of rational clarity. She doesn't flatter him, she challenges him, her insight a mirror to his own unfiltered lens. He doesn't have to perform, she's already peeled back the layers and what she finds either stays or goes. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not because she's dazzled but because she's discerning. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she holds his gaze. 7. She doesn't mistake intensity for intimacy. Drama junkies chase the highs of chaos, but she seeks the depths of quiet connection, a distinction the Sigma male feels in his core. She doesn't confuse shouting matches with passion or jealousy with devotion. Her bonds are built on respect, not roller coasters. This clarity reflects the Stoic pursuit of tranquility over turbulence, a choice to root love in stability, not storms. The Sigma male who finds theatrics draining, locks onto this. She's not a whirlwind, she's a foundation. She's the woman who knows real intensity isn't loud, it's steady. Most equate toxicity with excitement, mistaking scars for sparks, but she sees through the illusion, her focus on mutual growth over fleeting thrills. She doesn't need to scream to feel close. Her presence is enough, her trust a silent fire that burns deeper than any tantrum. This restraint mirrors the Stoic art of emotional control, where true strength lies in calm, not chaos. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of shallow passion finds her a refuge. He doesn't have to brace for impact. She's the partner who soothes without softening him. Her intimacy isn't a performance, it's a pact forged in shared silences and unspoken understanding, a connection that doesn't need fireworks to prove its heat. She knows love isn't measured in decibels but in the weight of moments that linger, a Stoic wisdom that cuts through the noise of modern romance. The Sigma male who craves depth over drama sees this and breathes easier. She's not here to exhaust him, she's here to anchor him. Her steadiness is magnetic, a pull he can't resist. She's the woman who redefines closeness without a script. Picture a couple locked in a shouting match. She'd walk away not to punish, but to preserve what matters, her calm a shield against pointless wars. She doesn't feed on conflict, she starves it, her energy reserved for what builds, not breaks, a Stoic refusal to waste breath on the trivial. The Sigma male watches this and feels a rare peace. She's not a storm he has to weather, she's a harbor he can trust. Her intensity is quiet, deliberate, and he thrives in its glow. She's the woman who matches his wavelength, not his volume. Their bond is a fortress of mutual respect, a space where intensity means presence, not pandemonium, rooted in the Stoic truth that real connection doesn't need to roar. She doesn't drag him into emotional quicksand, she lifts him with clarity, her strength a mirror to his own. He doesn't have to dodge her chaos, she's already tamed it, offering a partnership that's fierce yet serene. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by shaking him but by steadying him. She's his equal, not his tempest, and that's why she's the only one. 8. She's economical with vulnerability. She doesn't fling her soul wide open. Her vulnerability is a vault, unlocked only for the worthy, a choice the Sigma male respects down to his marrow. She doesn't use tears or confessions as bait. When she shares, it's earned, a privilege carved from trust, not a plea for pity. This restraint echoes the stoic guard over one's inner world, a discipline that keeps her steady amidst a sea of oversharers. The Sigma male who shields his own depths sees this and nods. She's not a flood, she's a stream. She's the woman who knows some doors stay closed until the key fits. Most spill their hearts to feel seen, but she knows vulnerability isn't currency. It's a gift, rare and deliberate, offered only when the ground is solid. She doesn't unravel at the first sign of warmth. She waits, watches, weighs, her openness a reward for those who prove their steel. This mirrors the stoic wisdom of protecting what's sacred, a principle she lives without fanfare. The Sigma male who tires of emotional handouts finds this refreshing. He doesn't want a diary, he wants a fortress. Her economy is strength, not stinginess. Her guarded nature isn't distrust. It's discernment, a filter that keeps the shallow at bay and lets the deep draw near, a stoic art of choosing wisely. When she lets him in, it's not a collapse but a decision, her words weighted with the gravity of someone who's counted the cost. The Sigma male who values substance over spectacle feels the pull. She's not here to drown him in feelings, she's here to share a truth. Her rarity lies in this balance, a line he's longed to find. She's the woman who doesn't cheapen what's real. Imagine her facing a man who demands her all too soon. She steps back, her silence a wall, her heart a citadel he hasn't earned the right to breach. She's not cold, she's careful, her vulnerability a flame she tends, not a fire she lets rage, a stoic mastery of self over sentiment. The Sigma male watches this and feels a surge of trust. She's not fragile, she's forged. Her restraint isn't rejection, it's respect for herself and for him. She's the woman who offers depth, not desperation, and he's hooked. Their connection is a slow burn, built on revelations that unfold like chapters, not a torrent that sweeps them away, a bond rooted in the stoic truth that less can be more. She doesn't overwhelm him, she invites him, her vulnerability a bridge he crosses with care. He doesn't have to fear her flood, she's already dammed it, sharing only what strengthens them both. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by bearing all but by bearing what matters. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she holds his trust. 9. She's unimpressed by performative masculinity. Loud bravado and chest-thumping theatrics bounce off her like pebbles. She's drawn to the quiet steel of real strength, a truth the Sigma male lives and breathes. She doesn't swoon for the alpha charade or the roar of dominance. She sees through the smoke to the man who moves without fanfare. This discernment reflects the stoic disdain for empty show, a focus on deeds over declarations. The Sigma male who thrives in shadows feels seen. She's not here for the act, she's here for the core. She's the woman who spots his power without a stage. Most chase the illusion of might, dazzled by noise and swagger, but she's blind to the strut, her eyes fixed on the substance beneath the surface. She measures him by what he does when no one's watching. Does he stand firm? Does he keep his word? A stoic lens that cuts through the haze of posturing. The Sigma male who's never needed a spotlight finds this liberating. He doesn't have to perform, she already knows. Her clarity is a mirror, reflecting his quiet confidence back to him. She's the woman who values the real over the rehearsed. Her indifference to the loud isn't scorn, it's wisdom, a refusal to waste time on hollow displays, a choice rooted in the stoic pursuit of authenticity over applause. She's not swayed by the guy who shouts his worth, she's drawn to the one who proves it in silence, his actions a language she speaks fluently. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of ego feels a rare kinship. She's not a fan of the game, she's a player in her own right. Her taste is refined and he fits it perfectly. She's the woman who doesn't need a show to see him. Picture a bar full of peacocks, each louder than the last. She's the one watching the guy in the corner, the one who doesn't need to crow to command the room. She's not impressed by volume, she's moved by integrity, a stoic reverence for what endures over what flashes. The Sigma male catches her glance and feels a jolt. She's not fooled by the herd, she's locked on him. Her dismissal of the fake isn't harsh, it's honest and he thrives under that gaze. She's the woman who gets him without a script. Their bond is a quiet rebellion against the noise, a connection of two souls who see past the masks, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of truth over trickery. She doesn't cheer his silence, she joins it, her strength a match for his own understated might. He doesn't have to prove himself, she's already weighed him and found him worthy. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by clapping for the loud but by honoring the deep. She's his equal, not his audience, and that's why she's the only one. 10. She's a living antidote to modern shallowness. In a world of filtered faces and hollow connections, she's a relic of depth, a counterweight to the superficial tide that the Sigma male despises. She doesn't bend to trends or dilute herself for likes. Her presence is raw, unscripted, a stoic stand against the plastic and the fleeting. The Sigma male who spent his life on the fringes of the shallow feels a pull. She's not a product, she's a person. Her authenticity isn't a pose, it's a pulse and he sinks to it. She's the woman who doesn't just defy the norm, she redefines it. Most mold themselves to fit the crowd, chasing clout or crumbling under pressure, but she stands apart, her roots too deep to sway. She doesn't need a mask, her face is her own, her life a canvas painted with purpose, not pretense, a stoic commitment to living true. The Sigma male who's dodged the herd's hollow games, sees her as a reflection. He's not alone in his rejection of the fake. She's not here to blend in, she's here to break through, and he's drawn to that fire. She's the woman who matches his depth, not his disguise. Her antidote isn't loud, it's quiet, a steady refusal to play the game of surfaces, a choice that echoes the stoic call to align with nature, not noise. She doesn't posture for attention, she commands it by being, her essence a magnet for those who crave substance over shine. The Sigma male who's tired of the curated and the counterfeit, finds her a breath of air. She's not a trend, she's timeless. Her strength lies in her simplicity, and he respects that bone deep. She's the woman who doesn't need to prove her worth, it's already clear. Imagine her walking past a sea of selfies and status. She doesn't glance, her focus on the horizon, her life a stoic rebellion against the disposable. She's not swayed by the fleeting, she's built for the lasting, her depth a challenge to the shallow waters around her. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare connection. She's not a follower, she's a force like him. Her refusal to bend isn't defiance, it's dignity, and he's hooked on that quiet power. She's the woman who stands out by standing still. Their bond is a fortress against the flimsy, a union of two who see through the veneer and choose the real, a partnership rooted in the stoic truth that depth outlasts dazzle. She doesn't mirror the world, she mirrors him, her substance a match for his own unfiltered core. He doesn't have to sift through layers, she's already stripped them away, offering a connection that's raw and rare. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by swimming in the shallow but by diving into the deep. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's undeniable. 11. She doesn't seek, she attracts. Desperation doesn't touch her. She builds her world, refines her soul, and lets the rest fall into place. A pull the Sigma male feels like gravity. She doesn't chase or plead. Her life is the lure, her presence the prize, a stoic focus on what she controls, not what she can't. The Sigma male who hates forced ties locks onto this. She's not a hunter, she's a beacon. Her confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, and he's drawn to that signal. She's the woman who doesn't need to grab him. He comes to her. Most scramble to snag attention, twisting themselves into knots for a glance, but she stands firm, her energy a magnet, not a net. She doesn't manufacture chemistry or sell her worth. Her existence is the offer, a stoic refusal to beg for what's already hers. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of pursuit, finds this electric. She's not a beggar, she's a chooser. Her stillness is power, and he respects that down to his core. She's the woman who lets him approach not because she's weak but because she's whole. Her attraction isn't a tactic, it's a byproduct, a natural pull born from her refusal to need anyone's approval, a principle carved from the stoic art of self-sufficiency. She doesn't lean on him to shine, she glows on her own, her light a call to those who can match it, not mimic it. The Sigma male who thrives on organic bonds, sees this and steps closer. She's not a weight, she's a wing. Her independence isn't a wall, it's a welcome, and he's hooked on that freedom. She's the woman who doesn't force what flows. Picture her in a crowd, not vying for eyes but pulling them anyway, her calm a stoic anchor in a sea of clamor. She's not swayed by the desperate or the loud. She waits, her life a filter that lets the worthy through and leaves the rest behind. The Sigma male watches and feels the shift. She's not chasing him, she's challenging him to rise. Her pull isn't manipulation, it's authenticity, and he can't resist that pull. She's the woman who draws him in by standing still. Their connection is a dance of choice, not coercion, a bond where two independents meet, not merge, rooted in the stoic truth that real power attracts, not pursues. She doesn't drag him in, she invites him, her strength a match for his own unforced will. He doesn't run from her, he runs toward her knowing she won't cling. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by seeking him but by being the one he seeks. She's his equal, not his shadow, and that's why she's magnetic. 12. She's immune to social conditioning. While others follow the script, play coy, chase trends, crave approval, she writes her own rules, a defiance the Sigma male mirrors in his bones. She doesn't bend to society's playbook. Her path is her own, carved with a stoic blade that cuts through the noise of expectation. The Sigma male who's never fit the mold feels a surge. She's not a puppet, she's a pioneer. Her freedom isn't loud, it's lethal, and he's drawn to that edge. She's the woman who doesn't just break the rules, she ignores them. Most women twist themselves to fit the frame, too eager, too soft, too scripted, but she stands outside it, her worth self-defined, not crowd-approved. She doesn't play hard to get, she is hard to get, her attention a prize, not a plea, a stoic refusal to dance for anyone's tune but her own. The Sigma male who's dodged the herd's leash sees this as a match. He's not here for a follower, he's here for a force. Her rebellion is quiet and he respects that fire. She's the woman who lives unscripted, just like him. Her immunity isn't arrogance, it's clarity, a choice to grant herself permission where others seek it, a principle rooted in the stoic liberation from external chains. She doesn't manipulate for notice, she commands it by default, her presence a signal that drowns out the static of conformity. The Sigma male who thrives on his own terms finds this intoxicating. She's not a product of the machine, she's a breaker of it. Her strength is her own, and he's hooked on that purity. She's the woman who doesn't need the world's nod, she's already nodded to herself. Imagine her shrugging off the pressure to please, her life a stoic stand against the tide of shoulds and musts, her focus on what's real, not what's rehearsed. She's not swayed by the crowd's applause or its scorn. Her compass points inward, her direction unwavering. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare alignment. She's not a slave to the game, she's a master of her own. Her defiance isn't loud, it's lived, and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who matches his outlaw soul. Their bond is a middle finger to the norm, a union of two who rewrite the rules, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of self-determination. She doesn't conform to him, she complements him, her freedom a mirror to his own untamed will. He doesn't have to free her, she's already loose, her life a testament to the power of choice. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by fitting in but by standing out. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 13. She doesn't confuse love with ownership. Most relationships choke on possession. Text me now, need me always, prove you're mine, but she rejects that cage, a truth the Sigma male feels like a lifeline. She knows love isn't a leash, it's a choice, a mutual freedom that doesn't demand chains, a stoic clarity that separates devotion from domination. The Sigma male who'd rather die than be owned locks onto this. She's not a jailer, she's a liberator. Her trust isn't a shackle, it's a wing, and he soars with it. She's the woman who loves without locking him down. Most cling, expecting love to mean constant proof, but she prospers in his absence, her life full without his shadow, a stoic refusal to let need define her. When he takes space, she doesn't panic. She thrives, her independence a signal that she's whole, not half. The Sigma male who craves room to breathe, sees this and exhales, she's not a weight, she's a wind. Her love is steady, not suffocating, and he's drawn to that rare air. She's the woman who doesn't clutch, she chooses. Her approach isn't indifference, it's strength, a belief that real love trusts without tallying, a principle carved from the stoic art of letting go. She doesn't count his minutes or demand his every thought, she values his presence because it's given, not grabbed. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of control, finds this electric. She's not here to bind him, she's here to be with him. Her freedom is her gift, and he respects that down to his core. She's the woman who redefines love as liberty, not law. Picture him stepping back to think. She doesn't chase, her world spinning on, her calm a stoic anchor in the storm of expectation. She's not rattled by his silence, she meets it with her own, her trust a bridge he crosses when he's ready, not when he's forced. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare peace. She's not a warden, she's a partner, her love a space, not a sentence. Her strength isn't in holding him, it's in releasing him, and he's hooked on that power. She's the woman who keeps him by letting him go. Their bond is a paradox of freedom and fidelity, a connection where neither owns the other, a partnership rooted in the stoic truth that love thrives in liberty, not chains. She doesn't cage him, she complements him, her independence a match for his own untethered soul. He doesn't run from her, he returns to her knowing she won't bind his wings. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by claiming him but by choosing him. She's his equal, not his keeper, and that's why she's the only one. 14. She's a paradox of softness and steel. She's a storm of contrasts, gentle as a breeze one moment, unyielding as granite the next, a duality the Sigma male craves in his marrow. In intimacy she's warmth, a sanctuary of care. In conflict she's ice, a wall no force can crack, a stoic balance of compassion and courage. The Sigma male who tires of one-note women locks onto this. She's not just soft or just hard, she's both, and he needs that range. Her versatility isn't chaos, it's control, and he's drawn to that edge. She's the woman who can comfort and conquer in the same breath. Most are predictable, too fragile or too rigid, but she shifts like a blade, soft when it's called for, steel when it's not, a stoic mastery of modulation. She doesn't break under pressure or melt under kindness. She chooses her mode, her will, a compass that never wavers. The Sigma male who thrives on complexity sees this and nods. She's not a stereotype, she's a spectrum. Her strength doesn't cancel her warmth, it sharpens it, and he respects that fire. She's the woman who bends without breaking, and he's hooked. Her paradox isn't a flaw, it's a strength, a refusal to be boxed, a choice rooted in the stoic art of adapting without losing oneself. She's not swayed by the moment, she shapes it, her softness a gift, her steel a shield, both wielded with precision. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of simplicity finds this intoxicating. She's not a puzzle, she's a partner. Her duality is her power, and he thrives in its glow. She's the woman who matches his depth, not his surface. Imagine her soothing him one night, her touch a balm, then facing down a threat the next, her stance a fortress. Both feel true, not forced, a stoic dance of heart and spine. She's not split, she's whole, her contrasts a harmony that sings to his own layered soul. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare pull. She's not a prop, she's a force, her range a mirror to his own. Her softness isn't weakness, her steel isn't cruelty, and he's drawn to that truth. She's the woman who holds him without holding him back. Their bond is a tapestry of strength and grace, a connection where both can flex and fold, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of balance over extremes. She doesn't overwhelm him, she meets him, her paradox a match for his own intricate core. He doesn't have to choose between her heart and her grit. She offers both, a woman who's as fierce as she is tender. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by being one thing but by being everything. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 15. Her standards are non-transferable. Her bar isn't a suggestion, it's a law, etched in stone, unyielding to charm or circumstance, a line the Sigma male respects like a border. She doesn't tweak her expectations for a smile or a promise. Her standards are universal, a stoic commitment to virtue that doesn't bend. The Sigma male who hates inconsistency feels a surge. She's not a reed in the wind, she's a rock. Her resolve isn't negotiable, and he's drawn to that spine. She's the woman who doesn't lower the flag, he has to rise to it. Most soften their edges for attention, trading principles for proximity, but she lets the unworthy walk, her standards a filter that keeps the weak at bay. She doesn't chase or compromise. If he can't meet her baseline, he's out, a stoic refusal to settle for less than she's worth. The Sigma male who lives by his own code sees this and nods. She's not a beggar, she's a judge. Her clarity is a challenge, and he thrives under its weight. She's the woman who doesn't budge, and he respects that steel. Her rigidity isn't pride, it's principle, a choice to honor herself first, a truth rooted in the stoic art of living by reason, not whim. She doesn't waver for flattery or fear. Her requirements are a wall, and only the strong scale it, her life a testament to quality over quantity. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of mediocrity finds this electric. She's not here to please, she's here to be. Her standards are her strength, and he's hooked on that purity. She's the woman who demands his best, not his scraps. Picture her facing a man who thinks charm can buy her. She doesn't blink, her line drawn, her exit swift, a stoic stand against the flimsy. She's not swayed by the crowd or the clock. Her worth isn't up for debate, her filter a blade that cuts away the chaff. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare alignment. She's not a pushover, she's a power, her resolve a mirror to his own. Her refusal to bend isn't harsh, it's honest, and he's drawn to that fire. She's the woman who sets the tone and he meets it. Their bond is a clash of titans, a connection where neither settles, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of excellence over ease. She doesn't lower her gaze, she lifts his, her standards a match for his own unrelenting drive. He doesn't resent her wall, he climbs it, knowing she's worth the effort, not the excuse. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by bending but by holding firm. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 16. She's unfazed by his shadows. A Sigma male isn't all light, he's got edges, ruthlessness, a solitude that chills, and she meets it without a flinch, a steadiness he feels in his gut. She doesn't shy from his dark, she steps into it, her calm a lantern that doesn't flicker, a stoic embrace of reality over illusion. The Sigma male, who's scared off the feint, locks onto this. She's not a fixer, she's a witness. Her strength isn't shaken by his shade, and he's drawn to that steel. She's the woman who sees his night and doesn't run. Most recoil from his cold, begging to sand down his rough, but she understands, his detachment is armor, not ice, a survival forged in fire. She doesn't plead for warmth he can't give, she earns the glimpse behind his veil, a stoic patience that waits for truth, not transformation. The Sigma male, who's tired of being saved, sees this and breathes. She's not here to change him, she's here to know him. Her acceptance is a bridge and he crosses it slow. She's the woman who gets his shadows, not just his shine. Her unflinching gaze isn't blind, it's bold, a choice to face his depths without fear, a principle rooted in the stoic art of seeing what is, not what could be. She doesn't flinch at his silence or his bite, she meets it with her own quiet power, her presence a steady pulse against his storm. The Sigma male, who's dodged the traps of judgment, finds this rare. She's not a critic, she's a comrade. Her courage is quiet and he respects that bone deep. She's the woman who stands in his dark and holds her own. Imagine him unmasking his edge. Most would bolt, but she stays, her eyes steady, her stance a stoic anchor in the chaos of his soul. She's not rattled by his solitude, she joins it, her strength a mirror to his own unyielding core, not a plea to soften it. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare trust. She's not fragile, she's forged, her calm a match for his tempest. Her refusal to run isn't naive, it's knowing, and he's hooked on that depth. She's the woman who doesn't fear him, she sees him. Their bond is a pact of the unflinching, a connection where shadows don't scare but bind, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of acceptance over alteration. She doesn't tame him, she tempers him, her steadiness a match for his own raw will. He doesn't have to hide, she's already seen, and what she finds either stays or strengthens. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by lighting his dark but by walking through it. She's his equal, not his savior, and that's why she's the only one. 17. She doesn't perform femininity, she defines it. She doesn't play the part, sweet, submissive, a doll for approval. She crafts her own feminine, a blend of fierce and soft the Sigma male feels in his pulse. Her grace isn't a script, it's her raw and real, a stoic stand against stereotypes that cage. The Sigma male who hates the fake locks onto this. She's not a caricature, she's a creator. Her authenticity isn't forced, it's free, and he's drawn to that fire. She's the woman who doesn't act, she is. Most lean into the mold, too coy, too cute, too contrived, but she breaks it, her femininity a force, not a facade, a stoic truth lived, not borrowed. She can nurture with a touch or cut with a glance, her range a rebellion against the one-note roles shoved her way. The Sigma male, who's dodged the traps of pretense, sees this and nods. She's not a prop, she's a power. Her essence is her own, and he respects that down to his core. She's the woman who redefines the game, not plays it. Her self-definition isn't loud, it's lived, a refusal to shrink or simper, a choice rooted in the stoic art of being true over being liked. She doesn't flirt for favor, she flows, her strength and softness a dance that needs no audience. The Sigma male who thrives on the real finds this electric. She's not here to perform, she's here to be. Her originality is her pull, and he's hooked on that freedom. She's the woman who doesn't need his script, she's writing her own. Picture her sidestepping the clichés. Where others giggle, she grounds, where they plead, she stands, a stoic rejection of the rehearsed for the real. She's not swayed by the need to fit. Her femininity is her fortress, built from her own bones, not society's blueprint. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare pull. She's not a follower, she's a force, her truth a mirror to his own. Her refusal to fake isn't defiance, it's dignity, and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who owns her power, not borrows it. Their bond is a clash of originals, a connection where masks fall and souls meet, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of authenticity over artifice. She doesn't mimic for him, she matches him, her self-made core a complement to his own unscripted will. He doesn't want a doll, he wants her, knowing she's carved her own path. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by performing but by defining. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 18. She's a mirror, not a mold. Most try to shape their man, more this, less that, fit my frame, but she reflects, her presence a glass he can't dodge, a truth the Sigma male feels deep. If he pulls back, she doesn't chase, she matches, her silence a challenge to face himself, a stoic art of showing, not telling. The Sigma male who hates being molded locks onto this, she's not a sculptor, she's a mirror. Her strength isn't in changing him, it's in revealing him, and he's drawn to that edge. She's the woman who doesn't fix, she reflects. Most nag or nudge, desperate to tweak what doesn't fit, but she stands firm, her life a standard he either rises to or falls from, a stoic refusal to meddle. She doesn't beg for his warmth, she shows her own, her actions a quiet call to match her stride, not mimic it. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of control, sees this and breathes, she's not a leash, she's a lens. Her clarity is a gift, and he respects that bone deep. She's the woman who lets him see, not forces him to be. Her mirroring isn't passive, it's power, a choice to lead by example, not edict, a principle rooted in the stoic call to master oneself first. She doesn't preach, she lives, her unshakable core a surface he can't help but confront, her strength a beacon, not a bludgeon. The Sigma male who thrives on self-rule, finds this intoxicating, she's not here to tame him, she's here to test him. Her reflection is a challenge, and he's hooked on that fire. She's the woman who doesn't shape him, she sharpens him. Imagine him drifting, she doesn't pull, she steps up her own game, her focus a stoic mirror that forces him to reckon with his own drift. She's not rattled by his distance, she meets it with her own, her life a signal he can't ignore, not a plea he can dismiss. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare pull, she's not a fixer, she's a force, her example a weight he either lifts or leaves. Her refusal to mold isn't cold, it's clear, and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who holds up the glass and he steps up. Their bond is a dance of reflection, a connection where growth isn't forced but found, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of self over supervision. She doesn't bend him, she bounces back his truth, her mirror a match for his own unyielding soul. He doesn't resist her, he rises to her, knowing she won't drag him along. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by molding him but by mirroring him. She's his equal, not his maker, and that's why she's the only one. 19. She's loyal to principles, not just people. Her loyalty isn't a leash, it's a line tied to worthiness, not just presence, a truth the Sigma male feels like a pulse. She doesn't cling to a man because he's hers, she stands by him if he aligns with her code, a stoic commitment to integrity over sentiment. The Sigma male who values honor above all locks onto this, she's not blind, she's bound by reason. Her allegiance isn't cheap, and he's drawn to that steel. She's the woman who stays true to what's right, not just what's close. Most offer loyalty without limits, forgiving the unforgivable, but hers snaps when trust breaks, her principles a wall no plea can breach. She doesn't bend for tears or time, if he crosses her line he's out, a stoic refusal to trade virtue for comfort. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of weakness, sees this and nods, she's not a doormat, she's a judge. Her clarity is a blade, and he respects that down to his core. She's the woman who chooses, not chains. Her principle-driven loyalty isn't cold, it's clear, a choice to honor what holds weight, a truth rooted in the stoic art of living by reason, not feeling. She doesn't stay out of habit, she stays because he's proven his mettle, her trust a prize, not a given. The Sigma male who thrives on merit finds this electric, she's not here to coddle, she's here to stand firm. Her strength is her anchor, and he's hooked on that purity. She's the woman who doesn't just love, she respects, and that's rare. Picture her facing betrayal, most would waver, but she walks, her spine a stoic pillar against the pull of the past. She's not swayed by guilt or ghosts, her loyalty is a fire that burns for the worthy, not the wanting, her life a filter that keeps the weak at bay. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare trust. She's not fragile, she's forged, her resolve a mirror to his own. Her refusal to bend isn't harsh, it's honest, and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who holds her ground and he meets it. Their bond is a pact of principle, a connection where loyalty is earned, not owed, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of truth over tradition. She doesn't cling to him, she chooses him, her standards a match for his own unrelenting code. He doesn't fear her exit. He respects it, knowing she's free to leave if he falters. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by staying blindly but by staying true. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 20. She's a student of human nature. She doesn't skim the surface, she dives, decoding the why behind the what, a skill the Sigma male feels like a spark. She reads silence as loud as words, spotting indifference or love where others see blanks, a stoic lens that sees truth over tale. The Sigma male, who dissects the world with the same eye, locks onto this. She's not a reactor, she's a reader. Her insight isn't guesswork, it's craft, and he's drawn to that depth. She's the woman who knows him before he speaks. Most leap to feelings, missing the map beneath, but she studies patterns. His pauses, his moves, his masks, a stoic art of understanding over assuming. She doesn't need him to spell it out, she sees the subtext, her mind a blade that cuts through the noise to the core. The Sigma male, who's tired of being misread, sees this and breathes. She's not a dreamer, she's a detective. Her clarity is a gift, and he respects that bone deep. She's the woman who gets the game, not just the player. Her study isn't cold, it's sharp, a choice to grasp the human beneath the act, a principle rooted in the stoic call to know before judging. She doesn't flinch at complexity, she unravels it, her insight a bridge to his often guarded soul, her patience a key to his lock. The Sigma male, who thrives on being seen, finds this intoxicating. She's not here to guess, she's here to know. Her depth is her pull, and he's hooked on that truth. She's the woman who doesn't miss a beat, and he feels it. Imagine him masking a mood. Most would prod, but she waits, her gaze a stoic probe that peels back the layer without a word. She's not rattled by his walls, she reads them, her understanding a signal he can't dodge, not a plea he can dismiss. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare connection. She's not blind, she's brilliant, her mind a mirror to his own. Her refusal to assume isn't aloof, it's acute, and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who sees through, not past. Their bond is a meeting of minds, a connection where words are spares and knowing is king, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of insight over impulse. She doesn't misread him, she maps him, her study a match for his own piercing lens. He doesn't have to explain, she's already there, her grasp a comfort he rarely finds. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by feeling him but by figuring him out. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 21. She's unapologetically selective. She'd rather walk alone than drag the mediocre along, a filter the Sigma male feels like a call to arms. She doesn't settle for half-hearted or half there. Her circle is tight, her standards a wall, no weakling scales, a stoic focus on quality over quantity. The Sigma male, who cuts the same cloth, locks onto this. She's not a collector, she's a curator. Her choice isn't cruel, it's clear, and he's drawn to that steel. She's the woman who picks the few, not the many, and he's one of them. Most fear the void, grabbing at any hand, but she thrives in solitude, her selectivity a stoic shield against the mundane, her life a gallery of the worthy. She doesn't hand out chances like candy, she watches, weighs, invests when it's earned, her attention a prize, not a plea. The Sigma male, who's dodged the traps of the tepid, sees this and nods. She's not a beggar, she's a builder. Her discernment is a blade, and he respects that down to his core. She's the woman who doesn't dilute her world. Her pickiness isn't pride, it's power, a refusal to waste her flame on flickers, a truth rooted in the stoic art of valuing what endures. She doesn't bend for the lonely or the loud. If he wants in, he proves it, not with words but with weight, her filter a fire that burns off the frail. The Sigma male, who thrives on merit, finds this electric. She's not here to fill space, she's here to forge it. Her strength is her sieve, and he's hooked on that purity. She's the woman who chooses him, not settles for him. Picture her sizing up a room. Most would mingle, but she waits, her gaze a stoic scalpel that cuts the chaff from the grain. She's not swayed by charm or chatter. Her yes is rare, her no a wall, her life a testament to the power of no over now. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare pull. She's not desperate, she's deliberate, her choice a mirror to his own. Her refusal to grab isn't harsh, It's honest and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who picks him because he's worth it, not because he's there. Their bond is a pact of the chosen, a connection where mediocrity dies and excellence reigns, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of selectivity over settling. She doesn't lower her bar, she raises his, her filter a match for his own unrelenting cut. He doesn't chase her, he earns her knowing she's a prize, not a given. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by taking all but by taking the best. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. 22. She understands the Sigma's greatest fear. It's not love he dreads, it's the noose of neediness, the choke of chains, a terror she disarms with a single truth. She doesn't need him, she chooses him. She knows his nightmare isn't commitment but captivity, a stoic clarity that frees him from the trap of clinging. The Sigma male who'd rather run than be roped, locks onto this. She's not a snare, she's a space. Her grasp is light and he's drawn to that air. She's the woman who gets his fear and turns it to dust. Most pile on demands, be here, do this, need me back, but she stands apart, her life a stoic stage where he's a player, not a prop. She doesn't drown him in expectations, she meets him with freedom, her choice a signal that she's whole, not wanting. The Sigma male who's dodged the traps of dependence, sees this and breathes, she's not a weight, she's a wing. Her love is a gift, not a grip, and he respects that down to his core. She's the woman who liberates, not locks. Her understanding isn't guesswork, it's insight, a refusal to let his fear become her fight, a principle rooted in the stoic art of loving without owning. She doesn't cling when he drifts, she prospers, her independence a beacon that calls him back, not a chain that drags him in. The Sigma male who thrives on room finds this intoxicating, she's not here to trap him, she's here to travel with him. Her strength is her looseness and he's hooked on that truth. She's the woman who knows his soul and sets it free. Picture him pulling away, most would panic but she stays steady, her calm a stoic shield against the pull of possession, her life rolling on. She's not rattled by his space, she fills her own, her choice a bridge he crosses when he's ready, not when he's guilt. The Sigma male watches and feels a rare peace, she's not a jailer, she's a journey, her freedom a mirror to his own. Her refusal to need isn't cold, it's clear and he thrives in that space. She's the woman who holds him by letting go. Their bond is a paradox of liberty and loyalty, a connection where fear fades and freedom reigns, a partnership forged in the stoic fire of choice over chains. She doesn't bind him, she boosts him, her understanding a match for his own untamed will. He doesn't flee her, he finds her knowing she won't cage his core. This is the woman who can stand with a Sigma male, not by trapping him but by trusting him. She's his equal, not his echo, and that's why she's the only one. You've just met her, the only woman strong enough to stand beside a Sigma male, not as a shadow, but as a flame that burns just as bright. This isn't a fantasy, it's a blueprint, a call to recognize the rare, the real, the unapologetic in yourself or the one you seek. The world will try to dim that light, to soften those edges, to chain you to the ordinary, but you're not here for that, and neither is she. You're here for the exceptional, and the Sigma male community is your guide to claiming it. If this hit you where it counts, don't just sit there, strike back. Like this video to fuel the fire, drop a comment with your take and share it with the one man or woman who needs to hear this truth. If you're already in the fold, turn on those notifications. Don't miss a single strike of this hammer forging the unbreakable. The Sigma male community isn't just a channel, it's a brotherhood, a forge for men who refuse to settle, who demand the best from themselves and the world. Step up, stay sharp, and let's keep building the untamed together.